Hey everybody, welcome back. Today is Friday, November the 30th, the last day of the month, and I'm pissed off. I'm just pissed off right now. I'm coming off the worst month I've had in 4 years. 4 years. Openings down, closings down, income down. How did that happen to me? I know better. How did that happen? I've been talking to a lot of people the last couple of days, and I found out I'm not the only one. So then I started doing what most people do, making excuses. So I put up here all the excuses that we can make for being in a slump or slowing down, because I don't want this to happen tomorrow, December 1st. I'm so ready to turn the page on November. I might just go to bed at 6 o'clock so that I can wake up early in the morning, 1 or 2 in the morning, and know I'm in December. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm just pissed off right now. But here's a list of excuses. Daylight savings time. You know, we lost a couple hours. It's kind of crazy. There was a couple of days when I was at home at 5 o'clock or 5:30, and I'm thinking to myself, what am I doing home at 5 o'clock? That's not like me. But then I realized how dark it is, and earlier in the month, I was going to offices that were closed at 5:15, 5:30. And I fell victim, check this out, me, coach. I fell victim to, there's nobody in the offices after 5 o'clock, so I might as well just go home. Wow. Check it out. Veterans Day and Thanksgiving. We're in the holiday season. I talked about that. A couple of days off for Veterans Day, 3 or 4 or 5 days off for Thanksgiving. The economy. Interest rates. Interest rates are climbing. Home prices. Home prices are up there. Realtors not or stop working. A lot of my clients stopped working. We talked about that. We talked about the dead season. We talked about hibernation. And I'm starting to see a lot of agents shutting down. That affects my income. That affects their income. Sellers and buyers. Sellers still want what? To get top dollar for their property. Buyers are thinking, do I really want to pay this? Am I buying at the top of the market? Stock market. I don't really watch the stock market, but my wife does, and every day she gives me a report. Up 600, down 400. Up 300, down 400. Up, down. Up, down. Up, down. Stock market. Midterm elections. Did that affect us at all? I don't know, but a lot of people are talking about them. A flip in the House. What's going to happen in 2020? Going to be real interesting in 2020. Are we going to elect a new president, or are we going to have President Trump for another 4 years? It'll be real interesting to see what happens. But when it was all said and done, the thing I looked at was, and the thing I teach is, none of this matters. What I had to do was look in the mirror. Michael Jackson said, the man in the mirror. What I had to do was look in the mirror and take full responsibility for my production. Now, this is a great time for me to talk about tracking, because I track everything I do. How many hours did I work in a day? How many calls did I make? How many sales calls did I make? How many follow-up calls? I track all of that stuff. And so what I did last night was I looked back and said, is my production down from September and October? And to my amazement, it was way down, which explains why my income is down. When you stop production, you stop your income. When you don't do the things that you're normally supposed to do, or the things you know you're supposed to do, it stops income. When I was at home those 2 or 3, 4 days at 5 o'clock or 5:30, I stopped income production. Think about that. How many of us are leaving the office now at 3 o'clock or 3:30 when we normally would leave at 5:30 or 6? Because it's dark outside now. It's only 5 o'clock. It's only 6 o'clock. Think about that. How many hours of production are you losing every day because of daylight savings? Productive hours. It got me to thinking, I have to adjust. I have to make a couple of changes as we go forth into December. If there's not going to be anybody in the offices after 5 or 6, you know what I need to do? I need to make phone calls between 5 and 7. I need to catch people and talk to them on the phone. Maybe instead of making my phone calls in the morning, make my phone calls in the evening. Get out there earlier in the field. I'm going to decide over the next couple of days this weekend what adjustments I need to make. But I'm not going to allow myself to fall victim to excuses. I want you to do the same thing. I want you to take responsibility. I want you to go back, analyze. If you're in a slump, if you didn't earn the type of money. Now, I know there's some people out there who had a serious month of November. And I applaud you. Keep advancing, man. Keep doing what you were doing. But for us who hit a little lull period, ran to a little slump, wasn't as productive, I want us to take responsibility. I want us to go back and analyze, look at what we did in November and make some changes. This is what I don't want you to do. I don't want this to steamroll into 3 or 4 or 5 months of no income, no production. We need to nip this in the bud right now. We need to get on top of this right now. I'm so glad November is going to be over. Now, there were some tremendous things. There were some incredible things that happened to me in November. We launched the Instagram, and I started doing all these social media posts, and that's blowing up. I have 4 or 5 incredible presentations that I did. And I know there's going to be business that's going to come in the future because of those presentations. But I always look at the end results, openings, closings, income, and stuff like that. But we got to keep sowing seeds. We got to keep feeding the universe. We got to keep prospecting. Again, we got to keep prospecting. We got to keep moving the needle. I want you to, next couple of days, just to sit back and analyze what your business looked like in November and what changes. Because remember, we got 31 days now to finish 2018 strong so we can run into 2019. I want 2019 to be your best year ever. I really do. I'm going to do my part to help you. As I said, I want to keep challenging you and encouraging you and empowering you and inspire you to your greatness, to the goals that you want to achieve. Well, that's all. I feel a little bit better now because I got off my chest. Woo! This is Coach DP3. Peace out.